welcome back to another episode of Silent Hunter 5 Wolves of Steel Megamod, maiden voyage in British coastal waters with Able Lieutenant Xerxes, Hans Mans and the crew of U-28. I'm in my little bunk area now. I've been filling out paperwork and stuff. I've been reminiscing about that Kriegsmarine poster, of which made me want to join the Kriegsmarine in the U-boat arm. But today I was looking through our records, my captain's log. Captain's log. But today's we ended up in this patrol area on the 1st of October, and today's the 1st of November, so we've been here for a month. And I was looking through the thing. When we first arrived at the patrol area, we found that small merchant freighter, attacked it, and then we were depth charged for 6 hours, and we got all this damage done to the boat. And that was our introduction to war. Nearly died on the first encounter. So I've given the crew a bit of a sporty today because it's a Wednesday, and ever since our activity this morning, about 9 o'clock, sinking those 2 neutral ships. Yeah, I knew they were Belgian. I've stopped 3 shiploads of Belgian chocolates going over to the Englanders. I think the the Kriegsmarine might be a bit upset with me. I originally started letting neutrals through, but somehow the blood of war. But if they were neutral and they had nothing to hide, they'd have all their lights on in the middle of the night, so I could see that they're neutral. They got nothing to hide. But if they're sulking around in the dark, I think they're doing something naughty. Anyway, yeah, I think I've sunk about 4 neutrals. And, well, that last convoy had 2 Belgians, and that other ship that came up from behind that I torpedoed from the stern, that was another Belgian. I think the Fuhrer wants to be nice to Belgium, because he likes their chocolate too. And I'm not doing much for the political situation by torpedoing their ships. Yeah. So this is what war does to you, and frustration in a crew that's doesn't really is still suspicious of you, especially when you nearly got them killed first up. And we've been through 2 fairly serious depth charge attacks. Well, the first one for 6 hours, and then that second one for 5.5 hours. And we sustained more damage. Now the periscope observation scope will not go fully down anymore. Well, I'll have a look next time. Well, we'll be surfacing now, because the reason why I gave everybody a sporty well, the afternoon off was because around about not long after it became daylight, we kept on having to constantly dive, and we spent about 15 minutes or half an hour underwater, and then we'd surface, and then about 10-15 minutes later we have to dive again and do the same. And then I got a bit sick of it, because diving this boat is not an easy matter. There's no such thing as crash diving. If you crash dive this boat, you crash into the bottom of the ocean. It's a dive, and then as soon as you start going down, you start stepping back on the power, and then when you reach your correct depth, you've got to set the depth, or else it'll keep on sinking. And even if you set the depth, the boat will see. I set it at 30 meters, and it's 36. It drops another 6 meters, And when I'm at periscope depth, instead of being 12 metres, it sits at 14 metres. This is all because of our damaged bow tanks and all our buoyancy tanks and all that. They're all damaged. Finally got the one that regulates the flow between them is fixed, but the stern one is damaged beyond repair, and the front one's still damaged. It's still getting fixed. Yeah. All right. Enough of this jibber jabber. Stretch out me rack. Ugh. Good evening, men. Hello, number 2. Excuse me, Shu, is there anything to report on the log? Okay, excuse me, can I have a listen? I suppose it'd help if I had stopped the boat. Alright, just waited for us to stop. This Shu's an excellent sonar man. Should we get back, I'll send him on extra courses to improve his sonar capabilities. I have a feeling we're going to be stuck here till the end of the war. I don't want you at the war will end for us quite quickly. Alright, okay. Number 2, assemble a watch. Chief, surface the boat, half speed ahead.
Boot auftauchen, halbe Fahrt voraus. Low main ballast. Low negative.
Navigator.
4 planes, 8 degrees up. Aft planes, 2 degrees down.
Just wandering around the boat areas. Number 1's been... Hello, number 1. Morale's pretty low. Hello, Chief. What do you think of the new number 1?
Let's hope he's got as much talent as he's got connections.
No morale, this guy.
Ja, bitte?
But, do you think we're ready for this war?
Ready? Do you honestly believe a handful of U-boats is going to bring the Tommies to their knees? I certainly don't. We are going to need a better plan if you want to beat them.
Okay.
Ja, bitte?
Keep up the good work, Chief. Captain on deck. Number 2. Can I have a word with you?
Yes, sir.
I know you. I know you're a bit of a brat like your kids, but please spare the first officer. He's not amused. He's not flexible like us. He's one of those by the book guys.
That guy is so stiff, you could put a rudder on him and call him a torpedo. Okay, I'll lay off him. But somebody needs to pull that broomstick out of his...
That's enough, number 2. It's not who he is, number 2. It's not up to us to change him. Besides, he's got friends in high places. It'd only spell trouble we don't want.
You have my word, Captain. He won't even know I'm here. Yes, sir?
Okay, that's it. Number 2, wind out the watch. We're going to be diving to find out where this merchant ship is. Men, we're going to be diving the boat to find out where this merchant ship is. We sighted the smoke and adjusted our course to see him, find him. Navigator,
Waiting your orders, Captain.
depth under keel.
Right away. Depth under keel is 205 meters, Captain.
Okay, Chief, dive the boat to 40 metres.
Deeper. New depth. 40 meters.
Slow speed ahead.
Electric motors. Slow speed ahead. Half planes. 2 degrees up. Current depth 10 meters. 4 planes. 8 degrees down. Half planes. Current depth 20 meters.
Minimum
Shut down
speed ahead,
engines.
Chief.
Minimum speed ahead. Current depth 30 meters.
New contact, merchant, moving fast, moving away. Peilung 26, long range. New contact, warship, moving
Steerage way,
moving
Chief.
away.
Maintain
Peilung
depth.
9, long range.
All stop. New depth 39 meters. Current depth 40 meters. Aft planes 2 degrees up.
Shu, could you give me that report again on merchant? Merchant moving away at 27. Excuse me. He's pretty close. Problem is he's just about inshore. Friggin' destroys right up my ass. Not so if I can't engage him, he's going up here somewhere to some little shitty port. Alright, steer 220 degrees.
All
Whoops.
stop. We're approaching our final waypoint.
Steer 220.
Plotting course. Returning to course. Yes.
Alright,
Prepare for course change.
number 2, assemble the watch.
Half speed ahead.
Chief, surface the boat.
Surface the boat.
Full speed ahead.
Returning to course.
Full speed ahead. Low negative. 4 planes.
This is going to be
8
dangerous, this,
degrees.
because
Aft planes 2 degrees down.
because this is where the destroyer screens are. Captain on deck. Alright, deck's awash, pass the word.
New depth, 7 meters. Yes, laufen auf beiden Dieselmaschinen. Running on both diesels. Making 1-4 knots in this weather.
Number 2.
Yes, sir.
Pause to the navigator. Give me depth under keel.
Right away. Depth under keel is 129 meters, Captain.
Pass the word, flank speed.
Extreme speed ahead.
Ship sighted, bearing 0.
Okay, great. Ship sighted, bearing 0. Number 1. Can you identify this ship? Yeah, looks like I concur. It's a European composite medium freighter. I've been trying to get your attention on everybody for the last I remember it's down the back. That's it, send mast height to TDC. What would be the range on it? $4,676. And it's going to our starboard. Steered
New course
6267.
267 degrees.
Number 2, number 1, can you follow this? Target. Alright. Looks like a British one, this one, for sure. Alright, number 2 we'll set, flood tube 2.
Flooding tube 2.
Have it set to medium speed. And we'll go on angle of bow 176 or 4. Is 796. No CS. Oh well, we must be getting in within sight. Number 2, can you pass the message to me? Oh, U-25. $273. Did 270.
Course 270 degrees.
Right, stand by 2, fire.
2, feiert. Rohr 2, wird geschlossen.
Looks like a white flag. No need to follow it number 2 anymore. Oh, is that a German flag? It can't be. No, it's Finland. Number 2, you're following this ship? I must have missed. Where's the red ones? Norway, allied from the 9th to the 4th to the 4th of the 8th. Are we at fault with Norway yet? At war? I must have missed. Are we at war with Norway? No. Ah. Steer 91, steer 091.
New course 90 degrees.
Decks awash.
New depth 7 meters.
Ah, another wasted evening. What's our power situation? Battery level. Okay, surface the boat.
Surface the boat. Yes, laufen auf beiden Dieselmaschinen.
Number 2. Orders to the chief. Resume battery charging.
Running on both diesels. Making 4
Torpedo missed,
knots
sir.
in this weather. Yes. Recharging batteries. Recharging the batteries.
Oh well, this is where we'll end this episode. This is what's been happening. I haven't been able to upload anything because all I've been doing is bumping into allied ships, and as you as in the start of the scenario, I've already sunk 4, I believe, or not allied, neutral ships. And as far as I know, Norway isn't in the war at the present moment, and we're not supposed to attack ships from Norway. Well, sorry there's no real action, but this is the way things are. Well, I'll try and get another one up, but I have to make sure this is happening because he sneakily gets it on propulsion at times. So, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'd like to catch us all back next time. See you later.